Football fans get giddy when they hear international football in the middle of the season. But unlike the World Cup or Euros, European football does not halt for the AFCON or Asia Cup. This means some clubs will have to lose key players, reaching even 4 or 5 sometimes. The numbers so far show that Ligue 1 will be the most affected with 88 possible departures. The Premier League will be without 48 players, Serie A 37, La Liga 27, and the Bundesliga will have 26 absentees for the next month. As always, there will be clubs affected more than others. So we'll be taking a look at some of the most affected clubs, and there is no better club to start with than Tottenham Hotspur. Since Agne Postecoglou's arrival, he's not had a long period without losing key players. The club was on track for the 2024 Premier League title before injuries to key players like James Maddison and Van de Ven, which affected their league position. Spurs will be without their top scorer Son Heung-min, who is on international duty with the South Korea national team. Since Kane's departure last summer, Son filled up the gap he left in the team as he's the only one who possibly can. Spurs have scored a total of 42 goals this season, and Son is responsible for more than a quarter of that. With 12 goals this season, he's top 3 in the Golden Boot standings with just 2 of Haaland. When you exclude penalties, Son becomes the top scorer this season. Spurs don't have another forward they can rely on as much as they can with Son, so they will struggle to put the ball in the net in the coming months. Also, Bissoma and Sarr are key players in Agne's system, and they will be joining up with Mali and Senegal for AFCON. These guys are the core of Spurs midfield, and it is unimaginable how they will be without them. When you consider Maddison's injury, Spurs will be lucky to be in the top 5 by the end of the competition. But the Premier League is not the only competition without key players, as we said earlier. Napoli will be without star striker Victor Osimhen for the next month. Since his arrival, Osimhen has been one of the most terrifying players in Serie A. He netted 26 goals for Napoli last year, earning him the Golden Boot award for the season. Napoli struggles to win games whenever he is not in the starting 11. His box presence, strength, tech and ball striking are all attributes that kept Napoli at the top last year. They will need to find another striker if they want to get top 4 form before season ends. Osimhen won't be the only key player Napoli will lose, as Anguissa will also be on international duty for Cameroon. He played a crucial role in their Scudetto run last year. Napoli will need other players to pull their weight if they're going to end the season on a good note. Before we go on, take a minute to subscribe to the channel and turn on notification to get the updates on the latest videos. Back in the Premier League, Liverpool is another club that will be without the crucial players. Mo Salah, who is arguably the best player in the Premier League right now, is off for international duty representing Egypt at the Africa Cup of Nations. When we talk about club system, 4 players are vital. The list includes Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Alisson, and of course Mo Salah. Every success Liverpool had under Klopp was achieved through his crazy feats on the pitch. Salah has been Liverpool's top scorer for the last few years and even got the Playmaker award in the 21-22 season. He is a decent dribbler, creator, scorer, and the chief orchestrator for everything good Liverpool does in the final third. So far, he's the top scorer with a total of 14 goals, and losing him at this point put dents to Liverpool's title hopes. They need the other forwards to step up. It will surely be difficult without him. When you consider De Bruyne's return for the second half of the season, Liverpool might just be in trouble. There is also the issue of their only defensive midfielder Endo Wataru going on international duty at the Asia Cup. He has been one of their most consistent players recently, and losing him will set their midfield in disarray. Klopp is a good tactician, so it will be fun to see how well he tweaks his system. In Ligue 1, the title contenders Nice will be without 6 players for the next month. They are currently the closest they have ever been to winning the Ligue 1 title, and losing 6 key players will be detrimental, especially when your opponent is Paris Saint-Germain. Diop is off to Morocco, Bunani to Algeria, and Mofi to Nigeria, Boga to Ivory Coast, to name some of the key players they will be without. Finally, Manchester United will be without new signings Andre Onana and Sofian Amrabat. The pair will be off to represent Cameroon and Morocco respectively at the AFCON. Although Onana's performance has been questionable since his arrival, there is no saying how much worse United will be with their second goalie. Football is a very unpredictable sport, and it's most likely we will see them get even better, so who knows. Amrabat is another one who hasn't been as good as fans envision. Considering it's a new league and Manchester United's injuries, this is probably not the best time to lose him. They have struggled for form and we might see them fall out of the top 10 by the end of the month. We have come to the end of today's video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content.